Welcome back to another installment of the Bank Shot. It's your host Jaden and
Oh, uh, hold on. And Jorge,
three.
and Jorge, and
All
Jorge.
right, let's go gun, let's go gun.
No, no, no,
Three.
it's fine.
We go, we good. All right, bet.
We good, we good, we good.
Well, today is a very special episode, man. Me and Jorge, we graduated. No more
Yeah.
high school for us.
Officially graduated. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Um,
crazy, man.
I remember when I was in middle school, I was like, damn, bro, I'm gonna cry and shit. But I was there, and I was actually happy. Like I was seeing all my friends.
Jorge was
Uh,
looking fly out there. I'm not gonna lie with the glasses.
oh, thanks, bro. Thanks. Nah, but yeah, it was amazing, bro. I'm gonna miss it for sure. But we need to we need to go to college next.
You good, bro?
I'm good. I'm good. But
Um,
yeah,
it's like now that I look back at it, I'm kind of tight. Everything that happened, so we didn't get to experience our senior year. But
yeah,
things happen. It only makes us stronger.
yeah. Did you like the
Graduated,
ceremony? I really liked it.
it was cool, especially in the jellies part. I like what she was saying. She was keeping it real.
Yeah.
Um, everybody was mad cool. It was good to see people.
So fast. I was like, yo, bro, it's been a minute since I've seen all those
Yeah, bro.
people, bro. Like I was so
Even
hyped and
even
shit.
people who they're like we're cool. You know what I mean? But we're not like close how like we are.
Yeah, it
It's even
was
cool to see
great.
them. Yeah, it
I
was
know,
cool,
bro.
man.
Like I took a
Walking
lot of
across the
pictures and
stage,
shit, bro.
yo,
Huh?
walking across the stage went crazy
Yo, bro.
though.
I was like, let's go, bro.
Bruh.
Mr. Dad with the fist was like, damn, bro. That was fire.
Oh, bro, it's hard. Like our friend Trayvon, he posted. He's like, he can't believe that it's over. Like it's so
Yeah.
hard to believe, man. It's
That's
hard,
life
bro.
though. I saw this post that was like, bro, we about to go to our next arc with new characters, new plot, and different setting. I was like, that's a
God,
fact.
this is next season, bro.
Oh, next
It's
different
like,
arc, bro.
bro, like it's crazy, bro. Cause like just think about it. 4 years ago, we was in eighth grade, bro. Not even knowing what the hell we was gonna do, bro. Yo,
Did you like were you nervous though, like walking up the stage, like preparing to
I
walk
was
up?
nervous before, like before getting there. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I didn't know how people were gonna act, But when it got there, I was like, "This is my moment, man. I gotta flaunt it." You know what I
Of
mean?
course, of course.
Like, yeah, um, yeah, bro. And my dad, he was able to see the live stream, so that was cool too. So yeah, that was really cool.
That's fire.
Yeah,
That's
man.
fire.
It's crazy, man. It's really
You know,
you only graduate
like
once. Well,
I
obviously, you only
wasn't
graduate school once.
yeah, like I wasn't nervous at all, except for like when they were doing like the awards, like the math academic awards. I was like, bro, I don't want to get called, bro. Like I was nervous standing up, everyone looking at me. But for
And
some reason, like when I was walking up, when I was up the step, like waiting to go, calling my name, I was hyped, bro. Like Rashad dapped me up, like, yeah, hurry. I was like, yo, bro, I'm going up there, bro. Um, I
that's
went
why you
up,
need people
bro.
like Rashad, bro. Rashad, cool dude.
Nah, that's a fact.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
yeah, man.
I wish
Uh,
him well. He's such a nice guy for
Shamar, bro, one of my brothers also, bro. I wish he knew more about basketball. We could have him on the show, but
he doesn't watch basketball.
nah, he likes soccer.
Ah,
Yeah. Um. Yeah, man.
was there anyone you wish you took a picture with?
Um. Jeremy for sure.
Yeah,
I wish Jeremy would have came. I wish the people who didn't come actually came.
I wish everyone came. You know,
Yeah. Yo, you heard the statistic for our graduation rate? 94%.
94, bro.
Jesus. Like that's
Did you say it was
crazy.
like the highest in the city or something like
About
that?
like 20%.
Damn.
We going down in history, bro.
You know, I hate like I really I saw Giselle. She posted like a picture. It was her Jackie and Mr. Welter. I was like, I didn't take a picture with Mr. Welter.
Oh yeah.
You know what
I
I'm
didn't take a
saying?
picture with a lot of people. I know I took a picture with you, Shamar, Amare, but I think that's it. I didn't really take much pictures. After a while, I was like, all right, there's not really many people I want to, take pictures
Um, I also called Fahim after the whole thing.
with.
I'm like, bro, like, where'd you go? I was been trying to take a picture with him, right, for memories and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I just left. I didn't know what to do. And I'm like, you didn't take a single picture? He was like, I didn't take nothing. I'm like, not even with your family, bro? He was like, no. I was like,
So he came with his parents.
yeah. His little brother and his mom.
Mm. Okay.
But he told me like he wishes he took pictures. I'm like, it's all right, bro. We have a lot of pictures to take in our lifetime. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man. As is, I made sure to take pictures because I know me personally, I'm not a picture guy. I don't like to take pictures, but
Mhm.
you is from memories. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
Out
from
of
memory.
like your three stages, elementary, middle school, and high school, which one was your favorite?
I can't choose because each one had their own significance of greatness. I feel like my most like the years I remember the most are definitely middle school because that's like so many things happen and
I
it's crazy.
agree. I agree. Middle school was my favorite years.
And it's like it's kind of it might be biased too because basically we didn't have a senior year basically,
I mean,
maybe
yeah, but like we did have the first 2.5 years normal, you know.
yeah, but even then it's like I don't know because I was still trying to find myself. I wasn't who I am now. I changed a lot. um you know
Hmm.
and I wish I was who I am now back then. Maybe I have different relationships with people, but that's sometimes how life is. Maybe the people who are lost were lost for a reason, and maybe the people who stood were for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you win some, you lose some, man.
You have any
And I
regrets in
came
life?
out. Well,
I mean, you have any regrets like in school wise?
school wise, when I was a sophomore, I wanted to transfer. Um, so I'm glad I didn't.
Hmm.
Because I probably would have regretted transferring.
Yeah.
Um, any other? I regret. I don't. Nah, man. Everything that I've gone through has turned me to the person I am today. So, and I like the person I am right now. So I don't regret. I don't really regret anything. I got
Um.
Penn State. You got it to Big S, man. Syracuse, bro.
Yeah.
We making it big out here, bro. We showing that us Dominicans could do this, man.
Of course, bro. We need to do the best. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Do you regret
Um.
anything?
Yeah. Like elementary school, no. I feel like I really like my elementary school days.
Mhm.
Um. Middle school and high school though. And I was a pussy when it came to girls. You know what I'm
That
saying?
yeah, that's something now that I think about.
Um.
I mean, Trey says it all the time. If we knew what we know now in middle school, it would be different story.
It
Because right
sucks
now
though,
you
bro.
miss the bitches, bro. You miss the bitches, bro.
Imagine.
That's definitely you.
Nah, but like, remember when I told you about getting the vaccine shit for Corona, and I went through shit like there were doctors, and we were just talking like I felt high as hell, like I was out of it. What I was saying, like
You just
like,
drowsy, bro.
and you're just like, bro, I don't like you when you say anything, like when you're tired of sound, you just don't give a shit what you say, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, the teacher was like, oh, I mean, not the teacher, the nurse was like, oh, so like you have a prom and talking like that. And I was like, nah. And I was talking about like this girl I used to like, and like it's never gonna happen. And then she was like, bro, you're 18. You know what I'm saying? And I thought about that, and because she told me, but you're young as hell. Anything could happen. And I was like, damn, like you're right. You know, what I'm saying? So our life isn't over yet. We still
Bro,
have
our
so
life
much
is just
more.
freaking beginning, bro.
I know.
Life is just beginning, bro. We literally, bro, we're adults now.
That shit is weird, bro. Shit is weird.
But we're not even like adults. We're like adult, like regular young adults.
Yeah, yeah,
We're
yeah.
not, we're not even like to the top of the top. You know, we still got freaking years, bro.
I know.
Years,
But
Jesus.
like our childhood ended though.
Not necessarily. It don't have to. It don't have to, man. You, your childhood don't gotta end, man.
I mean, bro, I don't know. I feel like we can, you know what I'm saying? Like childhood days, like
I know
elementary
what you mean,
school,
like
like
responsibilities and stuff. But even then, bro, I don't mean you can't have fun.
I don't know.
You, bro, you thinking too hard, bro. We still young as hell,
Nah,
bro.
I know. Yeah,
Still young as hell. We have
yeah.
so many mistakes and improvements to make in our lives, bro.
Yeah,
It's crazy, bro.
nah, I
That
feel you.
like we don't even have to have kids, bro, until 30.
I was reading that shit though. Like this guy was like, everyone be like, bro, you can't have kids until you're 30. But then the guy was like, yo, bro, you're damn near gonna be 50 with teens. And I'm like, that is really crazy. You're gonna be old as hell with some kids. Like, you know what
That's
I'm
true.
saying?
I mean, no, like if you stay healthy, you should be fine. You know, 50 is not even old if we really talking about it. Like
Bro.
70 is old.
But that's grandpa years. I'm talking about like as a like dad, like being
A 40-year-old
48,
dad,
48. Okay,
48.
that means you'll be, 30 plus 18, so 48.
So
You
what you
know,
saying? Like, yeah, mid-20s, you want to have kids?
as a kid, yo, I always want to have like a kid like at 25, 24.
I always thought that,
I
but
don't
like,
know.
I want to be secure before I have a family. You know,
Yeah, I know what you
like a
mean.
stable job and stuff.
Mm,
So that's before I even decide to put a baby or get married. You know,
yeah, I feel you.
but now back to what this show is about.
Now that was a good conversation, though. I'm not, we're gonna look it back to
um,
this year in 10 years. We're like, damn, but we really thinking like this. There's some shit
you're
like,
gonna be like,
bro.
yo, look at that young man that we talking
Oh
about,
my
man.
god, bro. I
Um,
yeah, basketball shit.
all right. So we starting off. Suns going up 2-0, and then the Clippers just bringing it back, doing what they're known for, purposely going down 0-2. I don't think purposely, but going down 0-2 and just coming back.
The
I would
greatest
like
team
to
of all
see,
time, though, the O2 Clippers.
yeah, man, as the scariest team to go against. They're
Hell yeah,
scarier than the 3-1 Cavs, bro.
it's a fact.
Because even like I don't know, it's crazy. I said it. I called it. I said, watch Chris Paul come back and be the reason why they lose. Obviously, he's not the reason, but you got to play differently when a new player comes because he needs his touches.
Campaign did he even play 5 minutes?
Yeah, he got injured. I heard
He
ankle
got injured. Oh
ankle injury.
damn.
I hope he comes back. He's a big ass part. Like Cameron Payne changed his career around, like a lot. Um, props to playoff P, man. Playoff P did his thing.
Like
He shot bad, but he did his defense. He had his points, and he was decent in the clutch.
can we talk about Game 2 playoff P though? Because like I was watching Undisputed, and Shannon Sharp was like,
Mhm.
I give him a D minus because he choked at the end. And
He
Skip
choked again.
Bayless, no, for game two.
Oh, okay.
And then Skip Bayless was like, I give him a B plus because he did choke those two free throws, but they wouldn't be in that position if it weren't for Paul George.
I'll go in between. I'll give him like a C plus.
Yeah, same thing. It just you can't give him a D minus. First, bro, were you seeing those last 2 minutes of that game?
Yeah, he was.
Like, he was going crazy. You know what I'm saying?
He was. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know what happened. Like because he
Bro,
was going crazy, and then like I don't expect my super or a star to miss free throws.
2 in a row, by the way, and he's an 85 career 3-point. I mean,
That's
free
what I'm
throw.
saying. Like it's a mental thing. Like the him getting crossed and dropped and shit in the clutch and him missing shots or getting shots done on. It's a mental thing. Like I honestly, I think it started with Damian Lillard, and then it just accumulated from there.
I think it started with Joe Ingles
You think so?
because
Oh
that
yeah,
was a series he won 2 for 16 in the game 6.
yep.
Everyone blames Westbrook for that shit. I'll never forget.
Definitely Paul George. Wasn't he injured though?
Game the second year against Trailblazers, he was injured. Well, he wasn't injured. He was just. It's really weird. I don't know. I don't really
It
understand.
was something with his arm. I know.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey man, because that's the thing about basketball players. They they deserve their credit, and they also deserve their like hate. Every player does, because you can't just be like, oh wow, he's so great. You have to talk about both sides. You know what I
yeah.
mean? That's why you can't be like even me being a Kyrie Irving fan, I talk about like he shouldn't be sitting out of games and shit because of personal reasons. It's your job. You have to play, right? No
Hmm.
matter what's going on. Besides, of course, him having a child, that's different.
Yeah.
Him going to the party was crazy. All that nonsense, costing them games, basically.
Uh,
Um,
I want to give like a lot of props to the Clippers because their best player is gone, and they are 3-2 without him. They have a positive record without this in the playoffs, which is really crazy when you think about it. That's why I have Paul George so high up on my players right now. I think I have him like 14th or something. I feel like that's fair. Um, like he's leading this team. You know what I'm saying? As the best player, and I really applaud him for that.
what I like to say, like something I noticed, he looks. I know he's not a passer, right? But he's getting his team involved. You know, he's not.
Yeah,
He does have his moments where he's just chucking shit, and I wish he would stop that. But he's not the only one taking shots. Like he trusts his Pat Bev to hit a corner shot. He trusts his Reggie Jackson. Shit like that. Nicholas
yeah.
Batum.
Reggie
He trusts.
Jackson, American Dennis Schroeder. You saw that?
It's a demon, man. He's a
That's a
demon.
fact. That's a fact.
Um, Devin Booker. I didn't expect anything from him because of the broken nose. People think just because you have a mask, you turn into a god. I don't know. What I wanted to see more was from Chris Paul. I know he was coming from COVID protocols, but come on, Chris. Come on, Chris. I know
Yeah,
you got a home gym. I know you could practice at home, bro. Come on. I
yeah,
needed something out of you. Props to Paul George for taking advantage, though.
yeah.
You know,
For sure.
Hawks Bucks. This is gonna be a good series. I know. I
Um,
know they just blew out the Hawks today. I know, but
you know what this series gives me vibes of?
what?
Literally the series before this, Hawks versus Sixers, where Hawks won the first game, Sixers demolished them the second game. I don't think it's gonna be the same outcome. Yeah, that'd be fire as hell, though. I'm like, if I'm
For
being
sure.
honest. Um,
Um,
yeah.
they're taking advantage of the pick and roll defense because Drew Holiday right now can't guard a stick. Um,
Well, this game he did.
this game he played really good defense. Props to
Yeah.
him, but he couldn't hold Kyrie. When he got a matchup on KD, he couldn't hold KD. Um,
When it mattered, he played the best defense on his life on KD. He made him
I mean,
airball.
sometimes when that's your only job, you're gonna put your head down and play that defense. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
Yeah. So for sure, he's still a great defender at the end of the day, but you see glimpse of him like a shell of his former self. You know, he's not making as many threes. He's not playmaking as much. Maybe that's because he has a lesser role than when he was on the Pelicans. But yeah, Giannis big part of that domination. I think them playing Cam Reddish this early was kind of bad because he just came back from an Achilles tear. Um, I feel like you set him out for this series because even when he did play in the regular season, he wasn't that good. So he's not going to be that much better coming from an Achilles tear. Uh, what else? You need to make a box. You have John Collins and Clint Capella. You need to make a freaking box for Giannis so he could stop.
It kind of worked this game. I mean, he was dominating the first half, but the second half, I mean, he didn't have to play the second half at all, to be
Yeah, it
honest.
was a blowout by then, so it was really no point. You
Yeah.
know, if
Um, I don't know.
that's the only thing, man. They need to throw bodies at Giannis. Like I'm always gonna reference back to the Hawks. I mean the Bucks versus the Nets. Yeah, we don't have the best defenders, but we threw bodies at him to slow him down a bit. To force him to shoot those threes. You know, you have to
Yeah.
force Giannis to shoot. That's the only way you beat that team. If Giannis is the one shooting threes, that's how you beat that team. You're gonna live with him shooting. I'll live with Giannis and Ben Simmons shooting, 100%. And play
I mean,
hack
Ben
a Giannis.
Simmons isn't even gonna
Yeah,
shoot
he's not.
though.
He's gonna pass it. Bro, play hack a Giannis, bro. Risk the fouls. Play hack a Giannis. You know.
Like even though like I am going for the Bucks this series, I mean, I don't really care who wins, but
Mhm.
it does piss me off that this man is taking more than 10 seconds. He's
Yeah,
taking more than 10
that's
seconds.
annoying. That is like at first it was a joke, but now it's like getting annoying. You know.
Yeah, like yo, bro. I'm a Giannis fan, but call that shit. I would be heated as hell. Imagine if you're the other team, bro, and then this man breaking the rule every single time he goes to the free throw line.
Do
Fix
you
that
think
shit.
it gives you the same vibes as James Harden step back or no?
What do you mean?
Like, because people say he's breaking the rules.
Nah, I feel like I never thought that was traveling because it would have called it
I
every
never thought
single
it was
time.
either.
That's different. But this is literally breaking the rule. Like, he's taking more than 10 seconds. Like,
I mean, it depends on whose count it is, though. It's also the refs count. Some refs count it on their own. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And
but
he's on the Buck. That was Buck's home court, so he's gonna get a couple favors. You know.
I just need to fix that. I just want a fair game, and
One
this
of the
is not looking like that.
one of the funniest reactions was James Harden.
What happened?
Because Giannis was like, so Harden was like, "Yo, ref, give him the ball," And Giannis was like, still like, when he does the thing.
Yeah.
So he did it again, and Harden was like, "Bro, like, go!" I felt his pain, bro. Me watching the game, I'm not even playing. I'm like, "Yo, shoot, bro, take him." And then his ritual is like already 15 seconds, so his free throw is like another 12 seconds. I'm like, bro, he doesn't need half an hour.
I
To
feel
shoot
you.
a
I
free
feel
throw,
you.
bro.
He reminds
Even
me of one of those pitchers that take like 30 seconds between each pitch. Like, yo, bro, quick.
so
Like,
annoying.
it's fair to fix it up, bro. Come on.
So annoying, bro. Like, I understand catching your breath, but like, perfect example of someone who does that is Gilbert Arenas. He takes 10 seconds for his free throw. He spins the ball around his waist, but he takes just 10 seconds. He doesn't like, come on, bro. He be bugging, man. He be bugging. Um, I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't think they'll call it. I think he's gonna continue to do him. I feel like if he does let it get to him, the Hawks take 3 more wins. If he lets it get to him, like if
Yeah.
he thinks about it too hard, because free throws are 1 point, but Giannis is getting fouled for 2. So that's 2 missed points. That's basically a missed layup.
Yeah.
Basically, hack a Giannis. Like I said, if you're gonna play Cam Reddish, have him hack Giannis.
Yeah.
Obviously Cam Reddish can't stay in front, but
I'm gonna say like I think this is the first year we just don't know who's gonna win the finals. I have no idea who's gonna win the finals. Like, I guess there are favorites, like the Bucks since they have the best players since Kawhi's injured. But at the end, like I don't trust the Bucks because that coach is crazy sometimes.
yeah.
I don't trust any team.
What do you think is the best built team right now?
The Bucks, and I feel like for
Think
sure.
so?
Yeah, their defense is incredible. They have the best player, and they are missing their starting shooting guard, but I don't think that's really mattering that much.
I mean, it kind of is because they're missing this 3-point shooting. Brent Forbes hasn't lit up like he did against the Heat. Drew's still struggling. Chris Middleton has his like weird games where he like plays really good one game and then the next game he plays like trash.
But
Giannis
you gotta think about it though. He's like the 5th best player on that team, 4th.
Who? Chris?
Dante. And it's like they beat the Nets without Dante. Hey, like this, like the other teams, right? It's obviously not the Hawks. No, right? I just think they're not the best. In my opinion, they're
The
not.
Hawks have a good built team though.
Yeah, but I don't think. Do you think they're the best though?
If you compare them, so I'm just like aligning it up for the Warriors. So they have Curry and Trey Young. They have Clay and Kevin Herter. Then from there, they have. I'm not saying they have a defender like Draymond, but they have Okongwu. They have a
Okongwu would
couple.
never play. He plays like 10 minutes a game, and even in
He
those
needs
10
to.
minutes,
He
it's
needs to.
like, huh?
He needs to play minutes. He's a really good defender. Um, John Collins. John Collins is already a better big man besides Draymond that the Warriors have had, except for maybe Andrew Bogut. Clint Capella is better than Bogut. So it's kind of like I've seen that people the Hawks are trying to build a Warriors type team around
Yeah,
Trey
that's
Young.
what they do. He said he wanted to make the Warriors 2.0.
Yeah, I think that because they take an excessive amount of threes, and if Giannis is constantly getting fouled and going to the paint and missing threes, I could see a world where they beat the Bucks. I'm not saying they're the best built
I
team
could see it too. I mean,
because they have obvious flaws. Trey Young, one of the worst defenders in the freaking league. Kevin
he's
Hurt is
gotten
actually
better. He's gotten
he's
better.
gotten better, but Kevin Hurt is actually a really good defender. I didn't realize. Like I watch him play, he's actually a pretty good defender. I could
Yeah,
see him turn into like a Clay, actually, like a Clay.
yeah.
Okongwu just needs freaking minutes, bro. He needs to show because when he's on the floor, you see his presence because he's long, he's lanky.
They're winning games without him though.
They
So
are, they are.
you know, I
We'll
don't
see.
fix what's don't fix what's
Don't
not
fist
broken.
was not broken yet. We'll see, man. Um, I'll talk about this. Oh, coach hiring. Jason Kidd, new coach for the Mavs. Hopefully, it's not a disaster like when he was on the Bucks. Um,
I don't like that sign.
I think they're gonna break up Porzingis and Luca next year. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think Porzingis gets traded next year. They're gonna try it out with Luca Porzingis kid, and then they're gonna. It's not gonna work. They might damn near miss the playoffs. Honestly,
My thing with Cade is like I feel like they just hired him just because name recognition. I really
they
don't
always do
think
that.
he's that good of a coach. Like he hasn't really done much. I mean, yeah, he was an assistant coach to a player to the Lakers last year,
He's a better assistant coach than the coach.
but it's like Jim Boylan was an assistant coach to the San Antonio Spurs under, in my opinion, the greatest coach of all time, and he was ass.
Yeah.
Obviously not the same thing, but
I mean, some people are just better assistants, and some people are better coaches.
yeah.
I think Kid is just an assistant coach at the end of the day. Um, and Chauncey Billups is the new coach for the Trailblazers. I don't
When
know
was
how
that
for
announced? I actually didn't see that.
just like a few minutes ago, like a few minutes, like at 11.
Wait, what? Isn't he like? Wait, am I bugging right now? Is Chauncey literally not one of the coaches right now for the Clippers?
Portland will hire former Clippers assistant Chauncey Billups. He was the assistant coach.
So is he?
He already quit. He quit mid playoffs. Nah, I think what he's gonna do is finish out this year with the Clippers and then go and be the head coach.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Now I see. Yeah.
Um, I feel like Chauncey could be a good coach. Um, yeah, he's people like him. I mean, then you can't even say that because Steve Nash and Kidd are basically the same player besides the defense. Offensively, they're like the same person, and so is Chauncey. 3-point, pass first point guards.
Chauncey
But
was not a fat pass first point guard.
he was a mixture of both. He could pass. He wasn't on the level of Steve Nash and Kidd and Chris Paul. But he was a passer. He was a passer on Detroit. I'm pretty sure he averaged like 7 or 8 or something like that. 7. I know 7. 7 is pretty good.
I just feel like it also depends on the players though, because Steve Nash was given. Come on, he was given James
Kevin
Harden,
Durant.
Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant. I feel like you could give Jim Boylan that coaching job. They do the same shit Steve Nash did, in my
I
opinion.
think they lose in the first round. Nah. They don't. They definitely don't take it a 7 if Steve Nash is not their coach. They take it to they lose in 6 because Jim Boylan's such a bad coach. He's so freaking bad. He does rotations like it's my team, bro. He's like, all right, starters, okay, bench, like So bad.
No,
You need a coach like Steve Nash who's like, all right, we're down by this much, so we don't need Bruce Brown at this moment. We need scorers, right? So you put Joe Harrison, you put Blake Griffin in, you bench Jeff Green.
speaking about coaches,
Uh-huh.
I want to play this quick game. This is one question. Cap or valid? Tim Duncan at one point was head coaching for the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, he was.
Valid. He played. It was one game though.
And
He
he
was
won.
assistant coach. Yeah.
And then Greg Popovich got freaking ejected.
No. Like he was like Greg Popovich missed this one game. So then Tim Duncan had to step in. And then I think he was assistant coach for 2 years, and then he said he didn't like the job. So
No, I think he was assistant coach like last year. I think Tim Duncan could be a really good coach.
yeah. But he said he doesn't like it though. So I don't really know.
That's weird. Sometimes people have to realize their talents, you know? Like
Yeah, that's it.
Chris Paul will be an amazing coach.
That's
Rondo too. Like maybe I'll eat my words in the future because they're close to retiring. But
I feel it, yeah.
I think Chris Paul and Rondo could be really good as coaches. Who else? I think LeBron would be an amazing coach. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought the same thing that LeBron said. He would hate it because he said that he just gets too impatient. He said he tried to like coach his son's team sometimes. He said he just gets too impatient with it.
I mean, those are little ass kids though.
No, that's something he said. If he can't deal with, he was like, bro, if I can't deal with little ass kids, you think I could deal with grown ass adults? You know what I'm saying? It's like
I
Chris
mean, I
Paul
feel
would
like
be
LeBron
amazing.
will get way more respect though, because he's LeBron.
You can't say that though, because I feel like Michael Jordan would be a terrible coach.
Honestly, yeah. But LeBron, they're two different play styles though. LeBron is more team oriented. That's why I think he'll be a better coach.
You imagine Jordan as a coach?
That would be so bad.
We're probably giving him too much respect. I feel like he'll be decent, average. I feel like he'll be average, honestly.
I don't know, man, because you seen what he did to Kwame Brown, bro.
That's different though. That's different.
I mean, he's always been a bad teammate too. Like you seen the interviews. He freaking used to bully his teammates and shit.
No,
I know it's make them stronger, but like not everybody is like you. You can't treat everybody how you want to be treated. And that came out wrong. But
so who do you think right now is the best coach in the NBA?
Overall,
just best coach like right now.
I can't name you one, but I can name you like a couple who I think are like in the same league.
All right.
I think Eric Spoelstra is one of the best coaches. Greg Popovich, obviously. Tom Thibodeau's up there. The coach for the Suns,
Monty Williams.
Monty Williams is a really good coach. He's not known because he's new, but he's a really good coach.
He's getting his respect.
Tyronn Lue, I wouldn't say he's a top coach, but he gets a lot of disrespect for being a coach. He's actually a really good coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think those three, I'm probably forgetting. Like the Hawks coach is also really good. I don't think he's top. Budenholzer lost a couple points for me for his style. I know him and Tom Thibodeau are similar, but Budenholzer has to realize just because you have this rule that you only play your stars like 30-something minutes, like when you need your stars to play, they need to play,
You know who I think the best coach in the NBA? Someone you didn't say? Like right now?
Doc Rivers.
Nick Nurse.
Oh yeah, Nick. I told you, I forgot somebody. Nick Nurse is a great coach.
I know he had I know the team did bad this year, but
that was also
you got to think about it. They're playing in Tampa Bay. They're away from their family. I feel like it's kind of weird for them,
You know who's an overrated coach? Brad Stevens.
I feel like he's a great coach.
He's overrated, bro.
Well, why do you think he's overrated?
Because he's very biased. That's first off. Like,
what do you mean?
As soon as he got the head GM job, he traded Kemba and got out immediately.
But that means he knows what the team needs and didn't need. So Kemba Walker
I guess
that guy.
But even before that, like Gordon Hayward coming back from injury started him, or like giving him heavy minutes off rip.
It
That's a
worked
blind.
though. It worked though.
It didn't. They were
What do you mean?
losing,
They made the Eastern Conference Finals twice.
but
Wait,
that
wait,
was
wait.
only once.
Only
But
once, yeah.
that was part of the downfall. Because like now they play more of the bench players. The Celtics didn't really play bench players. They ran the starting lineup, which was Kyrie, Marcus Smart, Jalen Brown, Tatum, Horford originally, and then when freaking what's his name, Gordon Hayward came back, they moved Marcus Smart to the bench, which was a bad decision because their best defenders were Marcus Smart and Jalen Brown. You need defense, That's just well. You see, I can't even say that no more
Well,
because
you see, like, look, this
freaking Nets.
Gordon Hayward, he left. Like
Yeah.
when he was the only major person that really left for the
And
Celtics, and they did
Terry
terrible.
Rozier.
No, Terry Rozier left 2 years ago.
They left like the same time. Oh
Terry
no.
Rozier 2 years ago. It was
Right.
2 years
You're
ago.
right. You're right. You're right.
That was the
Isn't that
only
weird how they
person.
both?
Yeah, that was the only person from that Eastern Conference Finals team that left, and you saw what happened. So I feel like he was doing something right there, right? I thought, bro. I remember when they signed Hayward, I was like, the Celtics are gonna be so much better. Now it's gonna be Tatum and Jalen Brown. Like they're the main hit. I mean, not the main ball handlers. I mean, yeah, but like they're the main scorers. They don't need Gordon Hayward. And then I realized they were better with Gordon Hayward.
You need a facilitator. Gordon Hayward is actually a pretty good facilitator. Like he's underrated as a facilitator. You need someone that's gonna do that. That's why you get someone like Malcolm Brogdon on your team. I'm not saying they could get him, but that's a facilitator. They could mess around and get Lonzo. Honestly, have Lonzo as a facilitator.
Do they have the
Like,
cap? I don't think they have the cap for that.
The only two people on they just because they just got freaking Al Horford. I mean Al Horford. This is the last year of Al Horford deal.
I mean, yeah, but Lonzo Ball is this year. I don't know how it's gonna work.
You signed him 3 years for 75 mil.
I know for a fact they don't have the capacity for 25 mil because they're paying Jalen, Tatum, and Al Horford max money.
Nah, but Horford is getting off the books this year.
Yeah,
So
no, but like for this, for this, they need it for how they gonna get 25 mil this year? They have to. You're gonna have to trade Marcus Smart.
The point of getting Horford, I think, is because his contract is big, and it's his last year. Like this year, like finishing right now is his last year. You get him off the books, you get a lot of money in return because you don't pay him anymore.
How would that work for year one though? No, I know, but like you need that money for year one, even if Al Horford leaves.
You don't re-sign Horford.
No,
Horford. I don't think Horford's a main piece
for this year, right?
What you mean?
Al Horford's gonna be there, right?
He's not. No, this season, like 2020, 2021, is the last season of his deal.
Bro, he's playing. Bro, I promise you.
He has another year.
Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't do that to get money off the books. They did that because they wanted Horford.
Are you sure? That's weird. I could have sworn his year was.
So yeah.
Well, you do get someone like a chief facilitator. Like you could get.
I don't know if Rick Rubio's a free agent this year, but that would be great.
I was gonna say Rubio.
Yeah, he's really underrated in my opinion. He's actually really good.
He's a budget Chris Paul.
Yeah. I feel like Lonzo on the Celtics would be nice as hell. You know, I actually did that in my league.
That's probably disgusting. Like so good.
They won 5 rings together. Well, 4, because then Jalen Brown signed with the bitch ass Spurs. But I won 5 in total. But 4 with those 3.
That doesn't sound bad for Jalen Brown. No, at
that point it was like 15 years into 12 into the future. Like I already won 4 rings at that point. So yeah,
that would be, bro. Having Lonzo would be like perfect because he could spot up, he could facilitate and play defense. That's what they need.
Hear me out, bro. If Lonzo was on the Sixers instead of Ben Simmons, that team is going to the finals. Lonzo gives you everything Ben does, right?
Not as much defense.
Yeah, but he's still a great defender, right? We know this.
He could go 1 through 3.
Right, yeah.
And then you could you have like Dwight and Joel who could guard the 4 and the 5. He gives you same amount of passing, if not better, because he can
And
actually
better shooting too.
way better. Like
He creates his own shot.
anything is better than what Ben Simmons,
Yeah.
bro. Getting a dude off the street that plays ball in the park is better.
All right, chill.
Because he'll shoot, bro. He'll shoot the ball. You need
Nah,
someone to
nah,
shoot.
nah,
Because
you're
Matisse
disrespecting
doesn't.
Simmons a little too much.
Matisse doesn't even freaking shoot. Like
Still. No, because he can't shoot. That's different. I didn't know he attempts to shoot.
Matisse attempts. That's what I'm saying. At least Matisse, like he attempts. He doesn't make it, but he attempts. I don't know.
Yeah.
Matisse gives me Bruce Brown vibes. Like those guys are like very similar to me. They're like dog players that aren't afraid to get dirty, you know.
Yeah.
And they can hit shots when they're hot, you know.
Yeah.
But what I like about Matisse more is that this nigga doesn't play freaking hero ball and takes 4 layups in the clutch when you don't need to. Matisse will damn near pass out of every freaking layup he has. Like, I don't know, man. All love to Bruce Brown, though. All love. I love you, Bruce Brown. Great defender.
Draft lottery. The only thing I gotta say about this is that I don't like the Pistons. I find them boring as hell. I don't like the organization. I just find them boring.
They got a good amount of young dudes that are gonna be good. You know, they got Jeremy Green, they got Killian Hayes, and now possibly Cade Cunningham. I heard they might trade that pick though.
Why?
Maybe they don't want Cade because Cade is a point guard, so they're putting their trust in Killian then. You know,
but he can just run small for or shooting guard. He's 6'8".
But he's like a point guard though. You know,
LeBron's like a point guard.
I guess. But some players are just better at certain positions. Like LeBron is better at the 3 than he is at the 1.
Like what I meant by boring, I didn't mean like I don't like watching them. It's just like there's just some teams I just don't like. Like for some reason, I just don't like watching them. For some reason, you could have Steph Curry go play. I just don't like watching. Like the Trailblazers.
I never found the Wizards interesting. Never.
Like, I never found them interesting until they got Westbrook. To be honest.
Even then, I know Westbrook's exciting as hell to watch, and that dunk he did on Bismack Biyombo was crazy. But like, I don't know.
That's exactly what I mean, though. You see what I mean? Like they can have great players, but you don't care, right?
Yeah, man.
I have that with 2 teams, the Trailblazers and the Pistons. I just don't like. I don't know, bro.
The Trailblazers has they shine sometimes. They be having they shine sometimes. Because Dame is just that dude. I know you was hype as hell. Even if you was a Westbrook fan, I know you was hype as hell when he hit that shot.
No, it's not even that I don't like the players. Like,
well, obviously, but like, you know what I mean?
No, yeah, I know what you mean. Like, yeah, they got their hype moment.
I can't watch the Pacers. The Pacers are so freaking boring to me. Like the colors are so bland. And I'm like, ew, like what am I watching?
For some reason, I mess with the Pacers.
Nah, I don't know, man. Like that team is just so boring. You see, you know, it's a team that was boring to me, but isn't anymore because of a player. The freaking Hornets. LaMelo really like made me want to watch. Like I genuinely tuned in to Hornets games, like because LaMelo was playing.
Like, I mess with them though. I really, bro. I don't know. Their color scheme is so exciting. Like their color scheme.
Is there freaking announcers, bro? The announcers, if I need hype man, I'm hiring the Charlotte Hornets announcers.
Oh,
also,
the Cavs announcer with LeBron when LeBron was playing there. I mean, they had the same announcers, but like
when LeBron was there, Jesus.
Those announcers, bro.
Nah, you know what are my least favorite announcers? The Warriors announcers. Because they like.
I don't know. I don't watch them.
They hate on the other team. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so. All right, I'll give you an example. The Warriors are going against, I think, the Kings or something. Mm-hmm. And then somebody shot a 3. It's like, oh, you think you Curry or something? Come on, man. Pass it up. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, let me shoot.
You know what I like? Like after like what you say, you know how you say you don't like when they be hating? I like when they actually like be like, yo, like they be hating on their team. That sounds terrible. Hold on. Like they do something bad and they call them out, right?
Yeah, that's what I like. Yeah. I like that. That's good. You know, you got to be man enough to like go against your team and
Yeah,
tell them, even though they can't hear you, but
like baseball.
um,
Like I watched the Mets and like they called them out, bro. They'd be like, "Yo, bro, what are you
you must
doing?"
hate yourself. You guys still have Degrom.
Of course, bro. The best pitcher might be the best player in baseball.
People were
Definitely
saying
top
that he's
two.
the best. He could be the best pitcher of all time. I was watching a couple. I don't watch much baseball, but I like when I try to stay in tune to have
Mm-hmm.
conversations. DeGrom could be like the best pitcher of all time. I heard.
Best 100%, greatest hell no, but best 100%. Yeah,
I heard he has like a lot of different pitches he could throw. Like he's versatile as hell.
it's not even all that.
Did it?
Like, what happened?
I heard they did like a drug test or like something to him mid
Oh
game.
yeah, like in between the games now. So basically, how pitchers like
Yeah,
they had used to use this thing, this like substance they used to put on their hand, and it makes you throw the velocity something I don't know, but the MLB cracked down on that, right? So they're checking pitcher constantly now to see it,
and then he like pitched like back-to-back hundreds, right?
Yeah, and like
And
it's
they was like, yo,
crazy,
come
bro.
here. They was like, yo, come here,
Yeah, bro.
come
Like
here.
I this might not mean nothing to you, so you don't understand. Like the ER, but this man has a .50 ERA in a 72 record. Like to show you how like crazy that shit is, bro.
I don't
The
know what that is.
lowest, damn, what's the lowest ERA in history? Like obviously it's not the full year yet, but in history is a 1.12. That's the lowest. The lower the better. The lower the better.
Mm.
Is a 1.12 set by Bob Gibson in 1967, bro. This man has a .50 ERA. 0.50. That's less than half. You know how crazy that is? Think about it. Lowest.
I don't know. I don't know how crazy that is.
Look.
What does ERA mean?
Earned run average. So the amount of runs you earn per 9 innings.
Oh, so like how many you allow?
Yeah, like
So he
average.
allows like half a run.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
but like that's not even. Damn, bro. Bro.
I definitely, if you willing to teach me some shit, I'll definitely sit down and I'll listen to baseball because it sounds cool. It sounds cool as shit.
Yeah, I know
But
you're not a Mets fan, but like it's a good year to check out. At least when DeGrom's pitching,
for sure.
masterpiece every time he pitches.
Houston Rockets getting the second pick is really good. They already got a steal in Kevin Porter, and they have Christian Wood.
Oh, yeah.
So second pick.
My bad. I thought about some like to like kind of base it off. That's like, how Will Chamberlain had average 50-point games. That's like DeGrom. I mean, that's like LeBron averaging 75 points a game. All right, that's like the best knowledge I could think of right now. Like it's really crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah. All right, what were you saying though?
That's crazy. Nah, the Houston Rockets have a good ass young core though. They trade John Wall, get him off the books, and you just have Kevin Porter, Christian Wood, and their second round pick. You could turn that to a better Pelicans team. Because I will continue to compare Christian Wood to Anthony Davis. That's his closest comparison.
I feel
Even
bad
on
for
the,
Wall. Like now that you mention it,
I mean, you can't predict injury. If people 100% guaranteed a million times out of a million, people will go back in time and be like, yo, Derek, sit out the last few minutes of the game. 100%. Yeah. Every NBA fan. Because you can't, if you hate Derrick Rose, you're an asshole. Bottom line.
I mean, remember when he returned to Chicago, they were booing him the first time.
Well, yeah, that. I meant afterwards.
That was afterwards. Like after that was when he was the Knicks at this point.
Oh, okay.
And they were booing his ass. I felt bad. Like, it's different now.
They don't know though, because if you watch the documentary for him, he didn't want to be traded. They traded him.
I know.
It was a whole scene. He was crying and shit.
I know.
It was sad. On to brighter news. Cleveland has a third pick, so they're probably gonna draft another fucking point guard.
Yeah, I saw they were looking at trade for Colin Sexton.
Yeah, I peeped. I feel like
Philly.
What?
People are saying Philly.
So Colin for Ben.
But I
What
heard
do
both
you,
sides hate that. Like fan bases, they hate that trade. Like Cleveland hate that trade, and Sixers hate that trade.
what I'm saying is like you're giving up a shooting guard for a point guard that doesn't score, and you already have a point guard. Because Colin Sexton is a shooting guard.
Okay, yeah. By definition, he's a shooting guard, but he is 6'3". He
I
came in
mean,
as a point guard. The only reason he plays shooting guard is because Darius Garland, who's
but that's
shorter
what he
than
is.
him.
Because Colin Sexton, he's a scorer. He's in Kyrie's predicament. You know, Kyrie's 6'2", but he's a freaking shooting guard. That's what he is. He's a scorer. He's gonna score. He's gonna get buckets. I could see Colin Sexton going a Kyrie route. He's just a scorer. He should go the Kyrie route before Kyrie did it and just be a shooting guard. Just flat out, just be a shooting guard. He's gonna be so much happier with his career. Toronto has a 4 freaking pick, number 4.
Yeah,
You could go a couple ways with it. They could draft the center. They already have Chris Boucher, so they don't even need it. They could draft the small forward or a point guard and then trade Kyle Lowry. You know what they could do? They could blow up the team, trade Fred VanVleet and Kyle Lowry, and then you just get a point guard. And you have point guard, Pascal, and Chris Boucher. Chris Boucher is a good ass center,
I
bro.
can stay with Fred VanVleet unless they're gonna trade Lowry. They say they're looking for trades for Lowry.
Freddie is not young. He's like kind of old for the league.
What do you think old is?
I mean, for production wise, you know, because
Yeah.
obviously he's 20. He's like what, 27, right?
He is 27. Yes.
Yeah. So production wise, you know, he's not gonna get that much better. I don't think. Maybe I hope he proves me wrong. I love to see players prove me wrong.
But he could be an all-star next year.
You think so? In the East with that many guards?
Who? Think about it.
He has to go. So he has to go against. I'm gonna put it in perspective. He has to go against Harden, Kyrie, Jaylen Brown, Trae Young, Ben Simmons.
Jalen Brown's a forward. He's a forward.
Who?
Brown.
Brown?
He's a small forward. Yeah.
Oh, so still Harden, Kyrie, Trae Young, Ben Simmons, Westbrook, and Bradley Beal. That's even Malcolm Brogdon has higher chance than Freddie. I like Fred. Fred is a good ass player. You know, he could get you 22 points. I could see him 22 points and like 5-6 assists. But I don't think he passes that round.
I just feel like
I don't even think he's better than Malcolm Brogdon.
I don't think he is. I think Malcolm Brogdon is better. But I feel like if you look at his
No, go ahead.
Like if you look at his year per year stats, it has literally increased every single year. Like they're not even small. It's been big every single year.
LaMelo. I think LaMelo's gonna be all-star next year. Mark my words, he's gonna be all-star next year.
There's not that many people who's been an all-star second year.
LaMelo's that guy. Yo, I put in my bet on LaMelo, man. He's gonna be the 4th string guard. Or
hold on, bro.
He might be an injury replacement.
Oh, bro. People like speaking about point guards and like first year, like second year players being all-star. Put some respect on Luka's name. Not you, just like people. They're putting Trey above him. And not only that, let me finish this. Let me finish this. People saying he's not even a top 5 point guard. You hear how stupid that is, bro?
I mean, bro,
like, not even a top 5 point guard.
They're doing it on purpose because on draft night, the Hawks traded for Trae Young instead of Luka. And Trae Young is getting closer to winning a ring than Luka has. And Trae Young has actually gone against some really good teams too. He's gone against not the Knicks, obviously, but the Sixers. Sixers are really good. And the Bucks, I think, are better than the Clippers. And if he beats the Bucks, you got to put some respect on Trae Young's name.
I will have him top 5.
I say the margin between them gets closer if Trae Young wins a ring. Like really close.
That's not even the craziest part, though. Man said not even a top 5 point guard in the NBA. Like, do you like? Bro, people like I hate people like that, bro. like I know like opinions, right?
Mhm.
But you're just like, no, bro. Like,
I mean,
how
you
much
wanna,
hate do you need to have not even having top 5 point guards?
you want to hear some real hate?
What? Tell me.
So I was on Twitter today, and Kyrie Irving was trending, and apparently Scottie Pippen said LeBron won the ring all by himself in 2016.
He's not wrong.
Okay.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I look into the tweet. Stephen A is like, "Do you not know who Kyrie Irving is? Like, who's man? You see, bro, Scotty's been on a tyrant. Did you see what he said to KD,
And you saw what
bro? He
KD
was
said
like,
back.
"Yo, yeah, bro, yo, Scotty's taking L after L, man. This man, he was like, yo, KD's not a team player. He was like, isn't that the same dude who pouted and got tight because the play wasn't ran for him? And then this man said LeBron won the ring by himself. Stephen A, do you not know who Kyrie Irving is? Nah, that was and you know what's worse? There was
What?
people agreeing with him. There was people agreeing with him in the not many. Majority was for Kyrie, but
Casuals will say that though.
that's what I'm saying. So this one dude, he was like, LeBron had no All Stars. I'm like,
That
Kyrie is
year
that year he didn't technically.
was Kevin Love
Technically,
even an All-Star that
nah,
year?
they weren't All Stars. Neither Kyrie and Kevin Love weren't All Stars, but technically they're All Stars. You know what I mean? Because
Both of
even
them weren't All-Stars. That's really crazy.
that's what I'm saying. But like, for example, um, who's someone that didn't go? Trey Young. He didn't make the All Star game this year, but he's still an All Star. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's what I mean. It's like to say that Kyrie, first of all, because Kevin Love, okay, I understand. Kevin Love, he did decent. He did his thing sometimes. He got his
Sometimes.
rebounds. Because you can't deny he kind of got carried. But to say Kyrie Irving was in a big ass role and that not even me being a fan, if I was a Curry fan, I'm still gonna give Kyrie his credit. He dropped 41 freaking points on Klay Thompson's head. Like that's crazy. And Klay Thompson is one of the best defenders in the league. You
Facts.
gotta, yo.
Oh,
Sometimes you
props to
gotta
Klay
give
Thompson though,
credit.
because he's recovering good. He said he's gonna be back
Oh
for the
yeah,
2022 season, hopefully. So
I hope so, bro. Because
yeah,
he said that last year and then he fucking got injured, man.
yeah.
I mean, Klay was my favorite Warrior. Like when they were on their little dynasty, Klay was my favorite Warrior. I love me some Klay Thompson.
I
Klay
like
Thompson.
Curry more than Klay. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't like Curry because I mistaken his arrogance for cockiness.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, all right, for example, if you're guarding me and I could just hit threes whenever I want, me celebrating is me, you know, you know what I mean? It's like I'm celebrating. I'm not like flaunting it in your face. I'm not like, haha, I'm like,
Yeah.
you're celebrating. I mistook his celebrating for him being cocky, and that's something I regret.
You know, the
There you go. That's something I regret in middle school.
only reason I like Curry more than Clay is because bro, I thought Clay was such a bitch for two reasons.
For what?
Game 6 against OKC 2016, man just decides to go crazy, and we lose that game.
Game 6 Clay, bro. Game
And
6 Clay.
it just pissed me off, like, because this man did nothing on offense besides catch a ball, shoot, and he never missed. He never missed. That shit pissed me
I
off,
wish
bro.
we had Joe Harris, my
He
nigga.
he
I
would
wish.
do nothing, bro. He would just be like, oh, like get a screen, oh, wide open, shoot. Like I don't know why that just pissed me off so much, bro. Everyone's doing the work for him. He just needs to run around and shoot.
I mean,
You
he
know,
still has to shoot the ball though. You could get all the
yeah.
speed in the world if you're not making it. It doesn't matter.
I'm cool with him now. I'm chill with him. No, but that's what I hated though. He always would make
I
the
mean,
shot.
Ray Allen. It's crazy you say that because Ray Allen. When I don't know when you started to like Ray Allen, but from what I think you told me, Ray Allen used to do the same shit.
That is different. That was towards his end of his career. This is Klay Thompson's prime. You
You're right.
forgot. This
You're right.
man, Ray Allen, was leading his own team. He obviously didn't win the finals. Like Klay Thompson wouldn't do that shit either. You know, I'm just
I
saying.
remember people were having discussions saying that Clay could lead his own team. I'm like, no. They said Draymond could lead his own team. I'm like, no. Only person that could lead their team. I don't even think, not to discredit Curry, I don't think Curry goes to the finals if it wasn't for Clay and Draymond. I think he
100%.
can
They're
redo
just
it.
like LeBron doesn't do that shit without Wade or Kyrie.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like,
I, I mean, actually, like
well,
he
he's
did make
good.
it 2007 and
Yeah.
18. I just
But
forgot.
I don't think Curry by himself ever gets past OKC. I think they make it to the second round and then lose to OKC every time. But
I
but you
respect
can't even
Curry.
say that. You
You know
what?
why? I like because remember when Russell Westbrook was the best point guard in the league, 27. Well,
When he won MVP.
majority of people had the best point guard in the league at that point. Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone was saying he's better than. One of the reasons was because he's better than Curry because he could lead a team to the playoffs and Curry can't. And everyone didn't really disagree with that. They were like, I mean, yeah, he's always had help. Technically, he didn't make the playoffs this year, but we see he could carry a team, you know.
He was there.
So
He just got screwed over from the freaking playing tournament.
yeah, I still feel like Curry's Westbrook is a better person to lead a team. Like if you want to be the main person, I feel like Westbrook is better than Curry because Westbrook was the
You have to
sixth seed.
compare. You have to compare though. You have to compare. Like Westbrook, even though he did have the team he had,
That
it was a better team than the Warriors
bro.
because Steven
Andrew
Adams.
Wiggins is better than anyone on that Thunder team.
You think Wiggins is better than Steven Adams?
100%, bro. Like Steven, you don't think Wiggins is better than Steven Adams?
I'm just asking. I was just asking because I
Like
have to think about it. Because Steven Adams, he's a quality ass center. You know, he's
yeah,
he's he does his job. Sometimes you have to go with what a player gives you, and Steven Adams plays his
that's
role.
what I'm saying. That's literally all Adams did. Like as a, I'm a big
Yeah,
Westbrook
reading
fan.
screens. Uh-huh.
Grab the ball, tip in, grab boards. And first of all, Westbrook made him better because I'll never forget having this conversation with Jeremy. He was like, "Oh, now that Westbrook's gone, Steven Adams, but I averaged 13 rebounds a game. This man averaged less rebounds with Westbrook not there. Like, you see how crazy that is?
I mean, to shine light on that, Steven Adams is a really good offensive rebounder. So he kind of like grabbed a lot of Westbrook's misses, partially. Not to hate on anybody, not to hate on anybody,
No, I
but
know, but you're just proving that Adams is not better than Wiggins.
you're right.
If Wiggins Westbrook, I mean, no, wait, what? Give
Switch Wiggins with Adams.
no, with Oladipo.
Uh-huh. Oh
That
yeah, for
team
sure.
is
They
better.
make it like 4 seed.
Yeah, because Oladipo's not a catchy.
This Wiggins though, this Wiggins, not any other Wiggins.
Sure.
Maybe rookie year Wiggins, but
No, 30 year Wiggins. You forgot he averaged like around. I think it was 25. It was actually good.
rookie year Wiggins was the best Wiggins besides this year.
Yo, I feel like no, you forgot. Like Wiggins was a different
Now Wiggins,
breed.
I don't know if you peep Wiggins points per game and his stats went down every year.
No, it went. Bro, his third year. Look, rookie year he averaged 17. His third year, his best year. Well, points was 20. He averaged 24.
Okay,
Yeah,
that was before Jimmy, right?
yeah, before Jimmy.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like, you gotta think, bro. Even Draymond Green, like, he reminds me of Adams, where he played his role so well. You know what I'm saying? I think
Yeah,
Oladipo is better
that's
than
why Clint
Green.
Capella gets the money he gets because he plays his role. You
Yeah.
know, I'm not saying he's one of the best centers, but he plays his role. He's a top 10 center.
When you
Right
really think about it, yeah, I agree. Like, when you really think about it, like Westbrook for his game, like he's not a 3-point shooter, but that year he was only, I think it was 0.02% from Harden. This for like, yo, bro, this man had no 3-point shooters on the team basically. Like I really think of, wow, I'm getting off. Like, why are we talking about 2017 Westbrook? What the hell? All right, what were we talking about?
Continue. I think Westbrook benefited a lot from having Steven Adams because I think it's easier to get an assist over pick and roll than it is, to pass it in the corner to let someone shoot.
Oh, I'm not even talking about like that. I'm just talking about because, like, he needs shooters
Oh yeah,
surrounding him. So he's an inside player. He's like
so
LeBron
you need him
and
a
then
Giannis team.
pass it out. Yeah, like that.
Okay, that makes
That's
sense.
why I praise Westbrook because that team was supposed to be the reason they traded for Oladipo was the KD, Westbrook, and Oladipo. That would have been nasty. And
But then KD said bye bye. You know what's funny about that? Oladipo was actually decent before he got there on the Magic. That's pretty good.
yeah, like 15.
Yeah, that
He
wasn't
just
bad.
like for his game, Westbrook game and his game, like
They play very similar, but Westbrook's a better passer. They're both inside dudes.
yeah,
That's why I don't think he's gonna work on the
the
Heat
Heat.
healthy because he can't shoot. He needs to be able to shoot.
That
Because
was
that's the whole.
he's all right now.
I mean, but that's the whole thing about the Heat. Jimmy is the Westbrook of that team, where he can't shoot threes, so he depends on Bam, who should be freaking shooting, Tyler, who needs to start shooting, Goran Dragic, who's gonna shoot, and Oladipo and Duncan.
I saw this report that there's a 75% chance they trade Hero.
I like that. I don't know who wants Hero.
Exactly. No, it's not even who. It's just for what. What are you getting?
Okay, I don't know. Colin Sexton? Not even. I think at this point, Colin Sexton's value is higher than Tyler Hero.
He's a borderline all-star in my opinion.
Who, Tyler?
No.
Colin?
Sexton. Yeah.
I feel like Tyler Hero's value isn't even as high as Kevin Porter for a second-round pick.
I feel like you're disrespecting Hero, bro.
Give him a third-round pick, bro.
He had one bad playoff series. It happens.
One bad season, bro. It was a whole season.
He didn't do bad this season, bro. Like
bad, bro.
For a second year, like he was I think 13th pick. He averaged like around 14 this season. That's valid, if you ask me.
That's all right.
I think people just expected way too much for him. That's what I think happened. And then
I mean, he had such a good first year. That's why they expected so much. They expect a big jump. Same way if LaMelo is a bust next year, people are gonna be like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
I should go and check. Like,
I expect LaMelo to be a beast next year.
He averaged more points. My bad. What is it?
Go ahead.
He averaged more points, rebounds, assists, block. Shot better from the field goal this year.
Oh, so it's just playoffs.
It's just playoffs.
All right.
A bad playoffs.
We'll see. I mean, we gotta see, because a big part of why Tyler Hero got hyped is because of Jimmy, and Jimmy didn't play a lot.
Yeah.
So.
And no, the playoffs. The playoffs, he went crazy last year. I know you remember that.
Last year?
Yeah, he went crazy last year.
He went insane. I mean, that's big parts of Jimmy though, because Jimmy, one of the most famous things I remember, he was like, "Yo, that boy got a little black in him." Jimmy's a funny guy. I don't know why he got so much hate. I mean, I understand why.
I understand the Timberwolves. That was crazy.
Deserve it because he wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong. And sometimes that's what it is. When you're not wrong, people don't like to admit that you're right. Even because when he was right, but he was an asshole about it.
Yeah.
He was like, "You see what I mean? Like you don't gotta do that. Just
really
prove your point."
Yeah.
If he just proved his point and just kept it moving, he's chilling, man. Yeah. Oh, trade pieces for Ben. I think his trade value is going lower and lower as this time goes by.
Oh, for Ben?
If the Sixers don't jump on something,
we'll see.
Like I said, it's looking like they keep him. That's what it's looking like right now. They're keeping him because you see they're putting OD training in him for shooting. He's switching his shooting hand. He's Hopefully we see a new Ben Simmons. He probably, what I think happens again. He tries to attempt some threes. He doesn't make them. He loses confidence again, and then
at least shoot them.
He's back to his old self. Hopefully he doesn't, but that's a trend. He's probably gonna learn how to freaking shoot when he's like his freaking 10th year, bro.
I mean, no, because Brook Lopez didn't shoot at all for like the first 5, and then he became the best shooting center, top 5 best shooting center right now in the league.
I guess so.
Final thoughts. I think this is a good place to end it.
I think this is good. I don't know. That should be on.
All right. It's a good podcast.
It was a good podcast, man. Thank you everyone for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, share this with your friends. And we out, man.
We'll see ya. Peace.
Peace.